Happy Transfer Tuesday. Today we have a big debt repayment, and to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. And I don't really know why I'm nervous because obviously we budgeted for this, so I know exactly how much extra we can pay towards debt and still cover all of our expenses. But I think it's just the saver in me who really is hesitant about putting this extra money towards debt, even though I know it will save us a lot in interest in the long run. But before we get into that, I'm going to go over our retirement contributions that we've had automatically deducted from our paychecks because we got paid last week. So I'm sure you know that Transfer Tuesday is the day of the week where we try to make money moves in a positive direction. My family and I are currently working towards saving for retirement and paying down some of our debts. We have a truck loan, a retirement account loan, a mortgage, and student loans. And this year we're really focusing on paying down the truck and then paying down my retirement account loan. Because paying towards that loan is also kind of like contributing towards retirement as well, because that is getting paid back to myself with interest to myself. Also, in the next month, we have to pay our roof loan, which is something that we took out almost a year ago, and it had deferred interest for an entire year, but that is coming due very soon. I think March 6th or March 2nd is the day that we have to pay all of that off by before it starts accruing interest. And it may even have deferred interest, which would be quite a bit on the size of the loan. I think if we let the interest rate kick in, it is something like 19.99%. And that amount of deferred interest on a $44,000 loan is going to be thousands and thousands of dollars. So we need to, within the next month, pay that off. So that'll be upcoming in one of my Transfer Tuesdays, or a couple of them, because I'll probably feel better spreading it out. So as I mentioned, we got paid last week, my husband and I. And for my paycheck, I pay off my retirement account loan, which is $236.22. I pay this every 2 weeks with my paycheck, and my loan was originally $50,000 and it's currently sitting at $35,212. So I'm making slow progress on it. I've been paying it off for about 3 years or 3.5 years. And I'm hoping that we can get that paid off before the end of this year. And then I contribute 4% of my salary towards my retirement. Since I just got a raise, that increased slightly to $209.22 is getting contributed, and then my employer matches that. Plus they contribute a base amount. They match it at 200%, so they're actually contributing 8%, and then they give a base amount of 2.5%. For a total of 10.5% contributed from my employer, which is $549.21. And just a sneak preview, as of last Friday, my retirement accounts have been sitting at just over $306,000. I don't think I have ever really mentioned this, but I'll show you the graph of my retirement returns over the time that I've been working where I work and my money's been in this plan. You can see the dip where I took my $50,000 loan out. I think my account balance was around $150,000 when I did that. And then I took the $50,000 out and I got it actually back up to that $150,000 again by contributing extra and maxing out my retirement account loan for the next 2 years. So at that time, I had made the decision to max out my retirement account instead of paying back my loan, although I could have paid back my loan a couple of years ago instead of contributing the max to my retirement account. But in 2024, I stopped contributing the max to my retirement account and just started contributing the match. And so now in 2025, I'm still contributing the match, but I am planning to pay back my retirement account loan. And the main reason for doing this is just because having that loan keeps me tied to my employer. So I basically can't leave my job without paying that off first. This will just give me a little bit more freedom and flexibility if I do decide to change jobs or just stop working altogether. It's currently not the plan for me to stop working, but it is a possibility in the next couple of years, especially if we can get all of these debts paid off, which will bring our daily expenses significantly down, that we should be able to live off of just one income or even part-time income. Now moving on to my husband's retirement account, he contributes 3% of his pay and his company matches that. So that's $107.65 that he contributes and $107.65 that his company matches. And so we did one final contribution towards our retirement, and that is a contribution to my husband's 2025 Roth IRA. If you've been following along, we just maxed out his 2024 Roth IRA just like last week or 2 weeks ago. And now we are able to start on his 2025 Roth IRA. We are planning on contributing to this throughout the year, not doing like one lump sum at the beginning. I think it's just going to be easier for us to spread it out. And so that's about $585 contributed every single month in order to max that out. We'll have to adjust it right at the very end because I think this will over contribute if we just did $585. So today I contributed $585 to his 2025 Roth IRA so that we could kick that off. And I think the limit this year is $7,000, and so that is our goal for the year. And so now I'm going to do our pretty hefty extra debt payment towards our truck this month. It's actually going to be more than our mortgage is how much I'm going to be paying towards principal. And I'm going to do it right here on my computer. So that's actually live because I film on my phone and that's usually where I do most of my transfers and payments. So I'm not going to screen record, but I will grab a screen capture from my phone at the end. So we still have a pending payment for next Monday, but I'm going to make a principal balance payment now for today. And that is going to be $2,800. Currently, our car loan is sitting at $12,855.09. Okay, so it went through immediately. My car loan is through the same company that I have my bank and my credit cards. So I will show this up on the screen. My auto loan is now $10,055.09 after that principal payment of $2,800. It would have been really nice to bring that down below $10,000, but we just don't have that extra $50 quite yet. I wanted to make sure that we had enough saved up for our sinking funds, which we need a little over $1,600 left for those. So until we get our interest payment at the end of the month, we have about $15 left in our budget. Of course, we have all of our sinking funds, which are kind of like flexible spending. So there's no possibility that we're going to go negative in our checking account, but it's kind of nerve-wracking to see that we only have $15 left to spend this month after that large debt payment. So far this month, we've paid $3,622.14 towards our truck, and 2 of those payments were our automatic ones, and then we paid an extra $3,000 towards our truck this month. And I'm hoping next month we will be able to pay even more towards it. So that is everything for my Transfer Tuesday today. We are certainly making a lot of progress towards paying off our debts now. Let me know in the comments if you made any transfers today, either towards savings or debt payoff. If you're interested in seeing more of my family's journey towards financial freedom as we pay off our debts and save for retirement, then please hit subscribe because I would love to have you follow along. Thank you for being here.